Hello children, good morning to all of you. Welcome back in mathematics class. Children, in the previous class, we have discussed some questions of your winter holiday homework. There are some more questions which we have to discuss. The 7 questions we have discussed. The 8th question is totally related to the simple interest chapter. The chapter which we are studying in the final year syllabus. Okay, so 8th question you will solve by taking the help of simple interest chapter. In the question number 9, you have to draw the column graph. Children, in class 6, you have studied how to draw the column graph. Okay, I will tell you the method when I will start the chapter mensuration. But before that, you will revise your class 6 mathematics, how to draw the column graph. Okay, I am giving you one example. In the graph paper, you will draw one horizontal line which will be called the x-axis, one vertical line which will be called the y-axis. On the x-axis, you will see in the graph paper there are small boxes. Okay, on the y-axis also there are small boxes. So first you will suppose the scale for y-axis. On the x-axis you will denote the observation. And on the y-axis you will denote the frequency. Just like in your question number 9, the spent money by the children. Spent money by some children, data have been given. So you will watch that data. Name of the children you will denote here. First box, see this is the origin. First box you will leave. Second box you will take for first boy, first child. Again you will give the space for second. The next box you will leave, and then fourth box you will take the second boy. Either there are boys or girls, you will see the question, and then after on the y-axis you will take the scale. Suppose that one box is representing to rupees 10. So here you will write 1 centimeter is equal to rupees 10. This is an idea I am giving to you. You will suppose the scale for y-axis. On the y-axis you have to denote the spent money. That means here in your question the y-axis will represent the spent money. Okay, so rupees 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I am giving you one example. Suppose first boy is spending 40 rupees. So with the help of his scale, the second box which you are denoting for the first boy, there you will make a rectangle till 40. So this is the column graph which you have to represent in the 9th question. Okay, at the top of this write down here 40. Similarly, suppose that second boy is spending 60 rupees. So the box which is representing to the second boy, with the help of his scale you will draw the rectangle, and at the top you will write 60. In this way, how many boys or girls are there, so many rectangles you will draw, and this will be called the column graph. Understood? Now in the question number 10, this is an activity. In that activity you have to show that area of a parallelogram is equal to area of rectangle. So first you will, in a piece of paper you will draw a parallelogram. In a piece of paper you will draw a parallelogram, and with the help of scissors you will cut it. Then after, the answer sheet where you will solve this activity, there put your piece of the parallelogram and name it A, B, C and D. With the help of pencil, draw this parallelogram. Suppose here I have put that piece. After putting it, with the help of pencil, you will draw its shape and then you will remove the paper and name it A, B, C, D. Understood? Then on that paper sheet, suppose this is your paper sheet. So on that paper sheet, from D you will draw a perpendicular. Suppose this point is E. Understood? On that paper, the paper piece on which you have drawn the parallelogram and you have cut it from scissors, on that sheet from D you will draw a perpendicular and with the help of scissors you will cut it. Then you will get one piece like this and second piece like this. Understood? So these two pieces you will paste in your answer sheet. And how you will paste? See here, this second part will be kept first. See here, this second part will be kept here and this first triangular part that you will attach in the second part here. Okay, when you join this, you will find that it will look like a rectangle. There should be no gap actually. First piece is pasted with the help of Fevicol or glue. Second piece also you will paste here. So it will look like this. Understood? Everybody? So this is the activity, and after that whatever material is written in the question, all that things you will write here. Because area of parallelogram will be equal to area of rectangle because the rectangle is made from the parallelogram. So this is an activity which you will do and you will write also. Okay, so till here your holiday homework is completed. Now we are going to start simple interest chapter. Okay, see the question from simple interest chapter. The first question that we are going today is the simple interest on a certain sum for 3 years at 10% per annum is rupees 829.50. That means 829.50 is the simple interest. After reading the statement, we have got that time is 3 years, rate is 10% and simple interest is 829.50. So first note down these things. Time is 3 years, rate is 10% and simple interest is rupees 829.50. Then we have to find the sum. That means we have to suppose the principal amount. Understood? So how to solve? See this one. We have seen the formula that principal amount is equal to simple interest upon rate into time. This is the formula. Now put the value and calculate it. 100 into rupees 829.50 upon 10 into 3. 10 dividing 100 by 10 times. 3 dividing this by 3 into 2, 6, 3 into 7, 21, 3 into 6, 18, 3 into 5. See this one. By multiplying this, we are getting 2,765 rupees. This is the principal amount. That means, what is your answer? Therefore, the sum of money is rupees 2,765. Understood? This is the question. By reading the question, we have noted what are the given points. The simple interest on a certain sum for 3 years at 10% per annum is this. Means this is the simple interest. On a certain sum, so the sum we are taking P because that is the principal amount. Okay, so after putting the values in the formula for principal amount, we have got rupees 2,765 as the principal amount. 3 is dividing 829.50, then we are getting 276.50. Okay, now see the second question. At what rate percent? See, The very initial statement of the question is saying that we have to find rate percent. At what rate percent per annum simple interest will a sum triple itself? A sum triple itself in 16 years means time is 16 years and the sum becomes triple. So suppose that let the sum of money be rupees X. That means principal amount is rupees X that we are supposing. Now according to the question, what will be the amount? The amount is tripling itself, means the amount, total amount will be 3 times principal amount, that means 3x rupees. If we suppose principal amount X, then according to the question amount will be 3x because the sum becomes triple itself in 16 years. Okay, now we can solve the question very easily. Principal and amount both are there, so we can find the simple interest by using the formula amount minus principal. So 3x minus 2x means amount minus principal is the formula, so amount is 3x, principal is x. So 3x minus x is 2x. Now simple interest we have got 2x rupees. Now we can find the rate also. What is the formula for rate? 100 into simple interest upon principal into time. Now put the values. 100 into 2x upon x into 16. Now you can see x and x are cancelling each other. X is cancelled with x. 2 is dividing 16 by 8 times and 8 divides 100 by 12.5. That means rate is 12.5%. When 8 divides 100, we will get 12.5. Okay, so that means at the rate of 12.5%, a sum will be triple itself in 16 years. Okay, now note down these questions. Okay, now see the third question. A sum of money put at 9% per annum simple interest amounts to rupees 10,160 in 3 years. What will it amount to in 2 years at 8% per annum? It means there are two questions involved in this. That means you can say there are two parts. In the first part, a sum of money, that means principal money is absent here. So suppose that let the sum of money be rupees X. Now this rupees X at 9% per annum simple interest is giving the amount of 10,160. That means here the amount is 10,160 rupees in 3 years. Okay, at the rate of 9%. Is this understood? Rupees X is making this much amount in 3 years at the rate of 9%. In the second part, what will it amount to? That means in the second part we have to find the second amount in 2 years at the rate of 8%. So you can see there are two parts of the question. In the first part, first we will find the sum of money means principal money, and then in the second part this money will make how much amount in 2 years at this rate. Understood? Now see how to solve. First we will solve the first part of the question. In the first part we have supposed the sum of money rupees X and we have noted the given points. So you can see that what will be the simple interest with the help of amount and principal. Simple interest is amount minus principal. That means 10,160 minus X rupees. This is the simple interest. Understood? Now, with the help of simple interest, we can find the principal amount also. See how? since principal amount is equal to 100 into SI upon R into T. Principal amount we have supposed X. Okay. Now 100 into simple interest is 10,160 minus X upon rate is 9 times is 3. Tell, is this point understood or not? First, with the help of amount and principal amount, we have got simple interest. You can see simple interest has a variable X. This is unknown. That is why again we are using principal formula, because our target is to find the principal amount. Without finding the principal amount, we cannot find the total amount in that second part. Okay, so solve this one and find the value of X. 9 into 3, 27 is multiplied with X. So it will become 27X. When 100 is multiplied inside, 10,160 is multiplied by 100, then 00 will be increased, minus 100X. 100X will be transferred left hand side. It will become 127X is equal to, is this understood? 127X is equal to 10,16,000. Therefore, X is equal to 10,16,000 will be divided by 127. So this is the principal amount that we are getting. Okay, we can solve here and we can find the value of X. But it is not necessary, because question is not asking what is the sum. Question is asking amount in the second part. What will it amount to in 2 years? So our main question is amount in the 2 years at 8% per annum. That is why I am not going to divide it. If you wish, you can divide it. 12 8 ja 96. I think 8 times it will divide. 8 into 7 56. Yes, 127 is dividing 1016 by 8 times and then 000. So 1 2 3 8,000. Okay, so that means value of X is rupees 8,000. Again I am saying, if you wish, you can find the value of X. If you do not want, then leave that one. We will put it in another part. Okay. So here value of X we have got 8,000 rupees, means amount, principal amount we have got. Now in the second case, if time is 2 years and rate is 8%, then what will be amount? This is the second part of the question. While this X will be equal to P, principal amount is 8,000. So to find the amount, first we will find the simple interest. Find out here. Simple interest is equal to principal amount into rate into time upon 100. 100 is dividing 8,000 by 80 times. 80 into 8 into 2. 1,280. Simple interest is 1,280. Therefore, amount will be, we know that amount is the sum of principal money and simple interest. Principal money we have got 8,000 rupees and simple interest we are getting 1,280, means 9,280 rupees is the amount, and this is our answer. Children, today your simple interest chapter is over. In the next class, I will give you one assignment to solve it. Okay? Bye bye.